So welcome back guys. In this video we'll be looking at making 6 workshop storage organization ideas. Now this is part of the Rubbish for 21 challenge organized by Mark Dainer from Dainer Made. I will be using scrap wood and leftover parts from various earlier projects. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. For the first project, my plan is to make 2 simple shelves over there using recycled IKEA wardrobe panels and attach them using some L brackets. So the plan of action is to make a 1 meter long shelf. Here I'm making a template that's going to help us in fixing these brackets onto the wall. Each of these brackets have 3 holes in it, and I have 4 of these brackets to fix. So it makes sense to make this template guide so that you can get the screw holes aligned accurately. After the first hole has been drilled, I used a drill bit as a location anchor and drilled in the second set of holes. Now after I drill the second set of holes, I use 2 drill bits now to hold the template in place. And with that, we can get the third drill location absolutely spot on. Now with the frame complete, the next thing is to make a shelf on top of this shelf. There's a general tendency that a shelf or any flat surface in a workshop, we would start keeping stuff on top of each other. This is fine till you need something from the bottom object, and then you need to shift the whole thing from the top. It sounds simple, but it's just an extra headache at that time. I made these compartments custom to my requirement, but it can be modified to suit your needs. This material used here is recycled melamine boards. Now I have a couple of Mitre gauges and I decided to make a holder for them using copper pipes. These copper pipes come from an old boiler replacement, and I've quite a few odd shaped pieces in stock. These are going to get screwed onto the walls, and for that I need to drill some pallet holes. The first step is to mark the positions. And then I'll be drilling in using a 4 mm drill bit through both the sides in one single pass. Then on one side of the pipe, I expanded the hole using a 10 mm drill bit. This is so that I can get my bit driver inside it. And for the third project, I'm going to make a corner clamp stand. Here I got a few pairs of these corner clamps, and the plan is to use an old gravel board with some dowels to hold that in place. After marking the positions of these corner clamps on the gravel board, what I did is I tilted the bench press table to a shallow angle, and then I started drilling the holes with a spade bit. And now it's time to chop the dowels to a little over 6 centimeters. Now these two corner clamps were kindly given to me by Dirk from Sumo Projects. Thank you, Dirk. And for the fourth project, we are going to make a storage hanger for all my spring clamps. This is going to be a pretty simple build. The design would mirror like how you would have a clothes hanger rail inside your wardrobe. Now after I finished building this, I added a peg at both the ends, and this is so that the spring clamps don't accidentally fall off when you take it to your workbench. The next project is actually redesigning an old storage unit that I had built for my chisels and rasp. I built this original version in one of my previous videos, which involves storing 35 tools on a wall using French cleats system. And one of the viewers commented to redesign this part and to cut notches in the front and make it similar to my hammer and mallet storage unit. Now putting in the chisels and rasp sideways actually makes a lot of sense. So that's what I did. So I started cutting the slots with a handsaw, and then I thought to use a Mitre saw for this. So for that, I'm going to use this backing board with an extra piece of spare French cleat in the front to hold it in place. And then all I have to do is just push the French cleat unit down tightly against it. With that, you would get repetitive cuts and your workpiece is stable. Now the next one is an assortment of storage ideas. This strip of pallet wood which you see over here stores all my woodworking squares and small accessories. And towards my left I have my spanner, spoke shave and drill guide on this side. They are all held on by screws. On the top I got my entire handsaw collection up against this part of the wall. Now the one thing which is worth pointing out here is this card scraper holder. The base is just an offcut and the top has a magnet screwed onto the wall. And it holds the card scraper tightly in place. Next, for this heavy duty corner clamps, all I did was I used an offcut of a 4x2, cut the corners at a 45, and that's it. The heavy duty corner clamps can now stay in that corner. Similarly over here, I built a couple of hooks and all that to hold my bigger squares in place. The only thing worth noting right now is that I moved this coping saw back along with the other saws, and I moved this bigger 12-inch square into its place. And that's about it. I got a whole lot of tools on the wall now, and my shop is a little bit more organized. So thanks for watching guys. I hope this video was useful in some shape or form. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Leave a like and do comment down below if you have any questions or things that could be improved or generally just like that. And I hope to watch the other participants' videos as well. This is going to be an interesting build series, and thanks once again guys, and hopefully see you all in the next one. Bye!